All right, we're in.
All right, 1 second for me. All right, I'm going. Wheels are rolling. You're broadcasting?
Yeah.
All right, let's set it off then in 3, 2.
Hold on.
Hold on. Okay.
I don't know why this changed, but Twitch keeps changing it to Super Mega Baseball 2.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know why that is. Okay, I'm back in.
Okay, and we'll go in 3, 2. Hey everybody, this is Tommy G.
And this is PJ.
And we are coming to you again from the city of brotherly love for the second round of the playoffs. Pete, the Beewolves got here. Great play against those Houston Jacks. They are facing now the Philadelphia Frontrunners. Both teams in the same division, the Jacks and the Frontrunners, made it to the playoffs. And the second place team is out. The Frontrunners got the wild card spot and they're in. And they swept the Sawteeth 2-0. So it's going to be a tough series.
It certainly is. Yeah, I mean, our conference has been a tale of the underdog. We went in and we were able to take 2 from the Jacks, who were the second place winners, and then, like you pointed out, the wild card frontrunners take 2 in a row, sweep the number 1 ranked Sawteeth. So, yeah, we've got the 3 and 4 going in the conference finals.
Wow, yeah, we'll talk briefly about that last game, but before I say anything, I'll just say, as far as highlights go, basically watch that whole game back. That game 3 with the Beewolves Jack was probably the best playoff baseball game I've ever been a part of.
Yeah, it's right up there. It's right up there. That ending was something, wasn't it?
Yeah, it had a little bit of everything for everybody. Well, Pete, what might go down as the best playoff baseball game I've ever seen started off very unsavory for the Beewolves fans. In fact, the Jacks not only struck first in the first inning, but they pummeled Beewolves starter Frangipani, making it look like it was going to be a very one-sided home team victory. The scoring started on just the third pitch of the game, Pete. After Jack Cracker gets to third on another missed ball by Billy LeBoink on the first pitch, Log Freely pounds the third pitch off the left field wall, bringing in Cracker to make it 1-0. It's on the next pitch, the fourth pitch of the game, when the formidable Huffy Buffler gets all of this one, sailing it well over the left field wall. And in the top of the first, after only 4 pitches thrown, the Jacks have a solid 3-0 lead. I have to be honest, the prospect of a comeback at this point seemed highly unlikely.
It did. It was very disheartening, and it just sunk into the pit of your stomach. But just they just kept reminding themselves it's only the first inning. We still got 8 more. It's a long game. Let's buckle down here.
Yeah, there was nobody out at that point. And the Jacks had a 3-0 lead. Chapani then clamped down quickly, though, dropping Juice Jackson in just 3 pitches. After that, Razzie Dazzler flies out, Glover singles, and Yamamoto grounds out to get it out of that awful side.
Yeah, off to a shaky start, but again, it's the start of the playoffs. Everybody's a little bit on edge, so I'm going to chalk that up to because that's not typical Frangipani. We know that.
Yeah.
But a little bit of jitters maybe to start the first game.
Well, the Beewolves show they understand the gravity of the situation and respond immediately. Magic Moore crushes this one with 2 outs, and the Beewolves put 1 on the board and getting them back because it quickly. So it was nice that they got in quick, but they didn't quit there. After Roberto commits an error and Eliza Peck reaches, Bertha Banks pushes her second when Frangipani gets a single of her own, bringing Peck home from third. And going into the bottom of the second, it's just now a 1-point game.
Yeah, that kind of pumped everybody back up, got everybody back into the game. We'll go from a three run deficit to a 1-run deficit in a half inning. That was pretty good.
And then in the top of the third, the Beewolves tie things up when Billy LeBoink lays down a nice sacrifice bunt, bringing Buster Biggs in from third. And you can tell both teams brought their favorite bats to the park, Pete.
Yes, they did.
Then, with 2 outs left in the top of the fourth, Gina Torrance steps to the plate and launches one out over the center field wall with Bertha Banks on base, and the Beewolves turn things around, gaining a 2-run lead. It's a 5-3 lead, 5 unanswered runs by the Beewolves.
Yes, yeah, that was it. Like I said, they just kept hacking away at it, and eventually they started to find their the chinks in the armor and started to take advantage.
But being this great playoff game, Pete, the Jacks don't lie down. They show they won their division and belong in the playoffs when they get one back in the bottom of the fourth when Tough Lift hits a roller past the glove of Gina Torrens in the center field, and it's a 5-4 game with no outs and two batters on. Thankfully, Frangipani closes out the side without any other runs, but it's a close game going to the fifth with runs being scored in every inning thus far.
Yeah, yeah, it was a little bit of an offensive show there for a while.
After that inning, there's a lot of going back and forth and some great defense with some great pitching. Frangipani actually gets 3 of her strikeouts in the fifth inning alone. And to save some time here on the play-by-play, if you want to see a good highlight reel of the game, you should just watch the whole thing. The entire game's a highlight reel for both teams, as far as I'm concerned.
Yes, it was. It was a great game.
Dusty Winter comes in and does well, like this strikeout by a very frustrated Juice Jackson. Pete Jackson was handcuffed all night. He definitely didn't help the Jacks' cause in this game.
Yeah, and that was a little bit surprising. He's normally one of the stalwarts on the Jacks, especially offensively, and yeah, he just was off his game that night.
Well, this wildly exciting game gets even more so in the bottom of the ninth when Betty Sparks comes to the plate to pinch hit and rides one out over the center field wall. The place goes nuts, and the Jacks stave off elimination, pushing this game into extra innings. It just couldn't be decided in 9, Pete. It was that good of a matchup.
Yeah, it was. It was quite exciting. I'll tell you. I'm getting
After,
excited just listening to you describe
I know.
it.
After the Beewolves do nothing offensively at the top of the 10th, the Jacks take over and show they want this playoff win desperately. They put runners at first and third with no outs in the bottom of the 10th. I was pretty much prepared to begin the offseason, but the Beewolves just wouldn't let it happen. Razzly Dazzler's up and grounds one to Gina Torrens at second, who has no choice but to whip it home. And luckily it's in time, getting the lead runner, leaving runners at first and second. It was a huge play, it saved them the series.
It was, yeah, definitely. There's no doubt about it. If Torrens doesn't go home, that run scores and the game is over. So she really, I mean, it was all there in that one weak ground ball by Razzie Dazzler, and Torrens knew just what to do with it, and she executed perfectly. So yeah, way to go, Torrens.
And if Buckler has 3 extra steps, he crosses the plate before it gets there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, Smack Avery then comes in for the next batter, forcing 2 groundouts, closing out that side and bringing us in the 11th inning. Then, Pete, the unexpected happens. Smack Avery grabs the bat with 1 out. Management considers sitting him for a pinch hitter, but decides to leave him in to keep throwing. And on the first pitch, he rides this meatball way out over the wall in left center field. And the closing pitcher, Smack Avery, gives the Beewolves the go-ahead run, putting the Jacks' backs against the wall, threatening to close this game out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What a shot. What
Well,
a shot.
the Jacks come up in the bottom of the 11th, and Avery goes back to work on the mound. Clutch Corman grounds out. Avery puts away Downton Upton on 5 pitches. And then Jack Cracker steps in and grounds out to Gina Torrens, who tosses it to Franco for the win, and the Beewolves advance to the conference finals.
Yes, that was something. That was something. Yeah, the Beewolves dropped the first game of the series and have to win 2, and they do it, and they do it in wow, heart palpitating fashion in that third one. It was something to see. It really
Telling you,
was.
took me an hour to make those notes. Well, we have other games to tell you about. We bring it back one here, Pete. We're going to tell you about the first game, the Sandcats, our other sister team, Phoenix. They go out to see the Michigan Moose, the dominant Michigan Moose. And why don't you tell me how that one went?
Well, the Sandcats travel to the Moose. It's back and forth, but the Moose take it 3-2.
Goodness gracious. Well,
At least
one down.
Yeah, the Sandcats were able to keep them under 16.
Yeah. Well, and that's a close game. 3-2. Yeah. That could have gone either way. I'll have to check back what it said up with, coming across the ticker there. But those Moose are expected to take the whole thing, are just one win away from making it to the finals. Hopefully, our Sandcats dig down like we did against the Jacks, bring that thing around and bring the finals to Phoenix.
That's definitely the plan. So Let's get after it, Beewolves.
We'll do our best to help see that happen as well on our end. This is conference finals game 1 of 3. The Philadelphia Frontrunners, who are contact specialists, 0-0 in this round. Interesting that they do the the record in the round. It's only a 3-game series, but best of 3. And they're going up against the Beewolves, who are also contact specialists. So it's an even match. The Frontrunners are going to be starting their pitcher, the right-hander Ryan Castillo, on the mound. He throws the ball pretty hard. Not a whole lot of movement on it, and he's fairly accurate. That's all I can say about Castillo, Pete.
Yeah, and the notable players for the front runners, you got Leonard at first base, who's got excellent power. He's got better than average ability to connect and better than average speed. He's hitting .444 in the playoffs with no home runs. Jonas Trickster out there in right field, excellent power, better than average ability to connect, and excellent speed on the base pass. He's hitting .222 in the playoffs with no home runs. And then Jeterson, the third baseman. Better than average power, ability to connect, and speed, but he's hitting .125 in the playoffs, but he does have a home run, Tom.
There you go. That home run puts him on the board, I guess. They're going to be going against the Beewolves starter, the southpaw, the left-hander, Deshaun Lavon. It is his first postseason game here. Doesn't throw the ball very hard to put a ton of movement on it, but he's pretty accurate. So he's hoping to show that he belongs here today on the mound, and he will be the Beewolves pitcher.
Yes, he will. And I think our number 4 is going against their number 3 because the front runners only had 2 games in the first round, so they still have to throw out their third and fourth pitchers. Whereas we went 3, so we've pitched our first, second, and third pitcher. So this is our 4th. So we'll have our number 1 going against their number 4 in the next game. But the notable players for the Beewolves, Laura Franco at first base, excellent power, better than average ability to connect, and better than average speed. She's hitting .200 in the playoffs. Hanley Dexter as a shortstop, better than average power, great ability to connect, and great speed on the base pass, hitting .333 with no home runs. And then Buster Biggs, the left fielder, the stalwart during toward the end of the season. Very good power, better than average ability to connect, and very good speed. He's hitting .308 on the playoffs with no home runs as well. So no home runs, though all 6 players account for 1 home run, and that one coming by a guy who's hitting .125.
Now, real quick in the regular season, Pete, we split the games with these guys, right?
We did, yes. Again, the first game we played was the 6th game of the season, I believe, and that was in Red Rock, and they really took it to us. By the same token, everybody knows we started the season off pretty slowly, so the Beewolves were struggling with and really shooting themselves in their own foot. We played them again, I'm going to say the 30th game, somewhere around the 30th game of the season, and we played in their stadium, and we took that one. So it's a tale of 2 different Beewolf teams, really. At the beginning of the season, we weren't playing well. Toward the end of the season, we were playing better. So,
well, it looks like I have misspoken here, Pete. We are in Phoenix.
It does look that way, does it not? There's a little bit of confusion.
Yeah. So you saw the entry B-roll of the city of Phoenix, Arizona, even though I was saying Philadelphia, but just forget I said that. We're looking at the lineup for today's game, getting that from the assistant coach, and it looks like this, Pete, leading off at first in the second round is going to be the second baseman, Gina Torrance, followed closely by Hanley Dexter as at shortstop. He'll bat second, batting third, Buster Biggs in left field. As you can imagine, batting fourth is Laura Franco. She'll be cleaning up. Batting fifth, Billy LeBoink, and as usual again, batting sixth, Magic Moore. Person to note, batting seventh is Eliza Peck, who has caught every game in the postseason so far, Pete. She's still locked in. So they're gonna ride the hot hand there. Batting eighth, Bertha Banks. She'll be playing her normal third base. And batting ninth, Deshaun Lavon, pitching. And he also throws the four-finger, the two-finger, the slider, and the changeup. So tell your friends.
I will.
All right.
And we're playing a 9-inning playoff game. Conference final game, 1 of 3 in Red Rock Park.
It's nice. It's not an elimination game. It's nice to be there.
Yes, but let's get out front. Let's put them on their heels. Lineup for the front runners is going to look a little like this, Tom. Club in left field, Jeterson at third base, Trickster in right field, Leonard at first base, Hart at shortstop, Mess. Second base, Todd catching, Cortez at center field, and Castillo pitching. Hart seems to be tense, and the catcher seems to be suffering with some injuries. Ed Club, Pitt Jeterson, Jonas Trickster going to get a first look at Deshaun Levant. Not that the catcher is injured, but he's, crouching around behind home plate, tends to take it out of it. Ed Club, the left fielder's neutral and fit, hitting .222 in the playoffs with no home runs.
It's a full building here in Phoenix for the second time in the playoffs. They're facing Ed Club, who's hitting .222, like you said. Club was picked up about mid-season on waivers. And since then, has called it home. And we're underway here in the second round. The first pitch is an inside corner pitch by Deshaun Levant. No swing, strike one. Second pitch, check swing, strike two. That was in the top edge, and Deshaun Levant's at a good pace. He's out in front of Club, maybe again swinging at something not good. Oh, I got lagged there, but he crushed it. Crushed it foul down the third base line. Still 0-2. I don't want to make that pitch again. Deshaun Levant sizing things up. Lets it fly. Ooh, check swing just makes it. This is outside the crowd. Wanted that to be a strike as well. You got some Philadelphia fans in the seats here. Made the trip to see their front runners. In their first year in the league, Club hits that one into his own dugout. He's making Deshaun pitch to him. That one, another foul ball in the right field now, and he's racking up the pitch count. Deshaun Levant's thrown 6 pitches so far to Ed Club, and he's still. That one's popped up another foul ball, and I don't know if this is a strategy or not, but he seems to be swinging at everything. All right, that one has popped up into right center field. Both LeBoink and Magic Moore going for it. LeBoink grabs it for out number one. Finally, that was a first stalemate.
How many pitches? 8 pitches to that guy.
On one hitter. Doesn't want to do that to Jeterson. Jeterson's a solid hitter, but he's only got 125 in the playoffs. First pitch misses outside. Ball 1-0 to pitch Jeterson. That one's popped up. Foul on the right side. Franco's going over for it. Catches it for out number 2. Well, I got serious lag there again, but she made the catch again. 2 outs now. That was a good pace. Jonas Trickster comes up .222. He's got power against left-handers, and he's one of their notable players, Pete, so they got to be careful. In fact, the outfield's going to go deep for Jonas Trickster. First pitch inside corner misses. Ball 1. And Deshaun Levant's smart to be cautious with Trickster. Misses outside, high on that one, 2-0 the count to Jonas Trickster, who has a little twist in his stance. There's the first pitch in for a strike. It's 2-1 the count. And he's ready to play. Swing and a miss, strike 2. That was a great one. 2-2-2 here in the first inning. Still no score. Oh, that one's hit hard past the mound. Magic Moore is going to run out and miss it. He's going to miss it. He's throwing to second base as he rounds second. He's going for third. Dexter's throws it, and that in time it's a triple by Jonas Trickster. As Trim Leonard comes up. Hitting for the outfield's going to go deep for Leonard. We got 2 outs, though. We just need 1 more, but the pressure's up here as the Beewolves want to get out of this first inning without anything against them, as they haven't been able to. They were not able to do against the Jacks. First pitch loops in there for strike. Oh, on the count to Trim Leonard. Deshaun Levant getting ready to throw his 17th pitch. Outside corner, doesn't make it in. Crowd thought it was going to be there. 1-1 the count. Third pitch is a fastball, and there's strike 2. 1-2 to Leonard. Plays at third. Nice outside corner strike, Pete, and they're out of that side.
Yes, sir. So coming up in the bottom of the first, Gina Torrens, Hanley Dexter's. Buster Biggs going to face Ryan Castillo. No runs, 1 hit in the top half of the first for the front runners. Gina Torrens, neutral and fit, hitting .308 with a home run, 2 RBIs. She's playing second base for the Beewolves. That's inside, ball 1. There's a shot to Trim Leonard at first base. It's a race, but Castillo's able to get there and cover, and they flip to him for the out.
And then Dexteris comes up, hitting .333 on the postseason. Good record there by Dexteris. Takes the first pitch in for a strike. 96-mile-an-hour fastball by Ryan Castillo. Second pitch is outside. He reaches for it, gets a roller to Jeterson, throws to first. Just gets him, Pete. Very close.
Buster Biggs, the left fielder, neutral and fit, hitting 308. He's playing left field for the Beewolves. 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Ball high. Biggs takes the second one. 2 balls, no strikes. That's in there for a called strike. Strike 1. Swing and a miss. And the count is evened up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's popped up into left field.
Right field.
Right field. And Trickster's over there to make the catch for the 3rd out. So no runs, no hits, no errors for the Beewolves. Coming up in the top of the 2nd, Miles Hart, Hannah Mess, and Guillermo Todd. Guillermo Todd, that's what it is. Guillermo Todd. Miles Hart is tense but fit, hitting 125 in the playoffs. No home runs, 1 RBI. He does favor the low pitch. Hart is playing shortstop for the Frontrunners today. Levon delivers inside, ball 1. 1-0. Levon up to 20 pitches in the 2nd inning. That's in there for a called strike. The count is evened up. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a roller to Dexteros. He'll pick it up, make the throw, and just get him at first base. These Frontrunners got some speed, Tommy.
Yeah.
Hannah Mess, the second baseman's neutral and fit, hitting 375 with an RBI. So Mess must be doing pretty well in the playoffs here. There's a roller back to the mound. I'm getting lag like crazy. Okay.
Yeah, I was eating up that for a while.
Deshaun Levon makes the throw and gets Mess for the 2nd out. Guillermo Todd hitting 333 in the playoffs. Again, another dangerous hitter. He's the catching for the Frontrunners. Fouls off the first pitch. No balls, 1 strike. Todd is feeling some of those catcher pains. That one's low, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. He's showing a little wear. That's in there for a called 2nd strike, and Levon has just moved into the driver's seat. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Todd. That's popped up just behind home plate. Eliza Peck's out, makes the catch for the 3rd out, and we're heading into the bottom of the 2nd. Alora Franco, Billy LeBoink, Magic Moore, Castillo threw 9 pitches in his half of the 1st inning. Here we go, Beewolves. Let's get something going here.
Let's make a pitch.
There you go. Alora Franco's neutral and fit, hitting 200 in the playoffs.
It's pretty good. Laura Franco's got a lot of power, too. We know this. That one lofts in there. Good patience. Ball 1 to Laura Franco. 2nd one misses high. Ball 2. Good patience. Good patience. Oh, that one makes the outside corner strike 1. We got 2-1 count bottom of the 2nd. That one, no one's swinging it. High inside 3. Now, it looks like Brad Castillo's losing a little bit. There, swings at a bad pitch, strike 2, 3-2 the count. Low and way outside. Good walk there for Laura Franco.
Yes, sir. Billy LeBoink, the right fielder's neutral and fit, favors the high pitch. He's hitting 333 in the playoffs with 2 RBIs. There's a smash. That's going into right field. Trickster picks it up, gets it in quickly. Runners at 1st and 2nd with no outs, and Magic Moore steps in.
Pressure's way up. You got runners at 1st and 2nd, no outs in the bottom of the 2nd. The Beewolves really want to get a run on the board here. First pitch, 97 miles an hour. Misses inside by Ryan Castillo. 2nd pitch lofts in there for a strike. We're even at 1 apiece. 3rd pitch high. He rides it out in the left field. Everyone's going around. And he's gonna get a double, a stand-up double. You got LeBoink at 3rd, and we get 1 run across. Pete, the Beewolves are out 1-0.
All right, and in steps Eliza Peck, the catcher. She's locked in and well, hitting 500 on the postseason with a home run and an RBI. She lays down a bunt. It's in the air, popped up, and score another run. But Eliza Peck gets a perfect sacrifice, and the Beewolves go up 2-0. Runner at 3rd.
Start.
Yes,
nice
sir.
Start. Bertha Banks goes with power. Runner at 3rd base and only 1 out. The Beewolves looking to jump way out in front here. First pitch in there for strike. 2nd pitch way inside. Bertha Banks gets out of the way of that one. We're even at 1 apiece. Now Ryan Castillo's looking tense all of a sudden. And it tells. He's 2-1 to Bertha Banks. He's losing a little bit of something. She hits it hard. Liner in the center field. Cortez gets it. Oh, LeBoink's not fast enough to get there. He slides. They get him. Doggone it, Pete. LeBoink's not the guy to make that run.
I think that was Magic Moore. Lucio Cortez, Ryan Castillo, and Ed Clubb coming up in the top of the 3rd. Beewolves score 2 on 2 hits. Deshaun Levan's up to 27 pitches with a strikeout
Center fielder, number 31.
and stuff.
Boy, great play, though, by the center fielder. You got to admit, making that throw all the way home to get him, that's you don't want to be on that end. But first pitch eye inside to Lucio Cortez. 0-1 the count. Top of the third, 2-0 Beewolves. It's the little liner of Laura Franco at first base. She's going to walk that down herself for that first out. 2 pitches, 1 out.
The pitcher, number
Sidebar.
35.
Do you hold the button down to get her to run over there, or do you just tap the button?
No, I just tap it. Yeah,
Okay.
I just tap it. Ryan Castillo, the pitcher, is the last batter to bat for the first time. The front runners, not expecting much there, but you never know. This pitch inside, check swing, strike one. The infield is going to come in halfway for Castillo. Swinging him a strike two. The outfield's actually going to play shallow for Castillo as well. Pops that one up just to the right of the mound. Deshaun Levan's waving everybody off, and that's going to be 2 down.
Now batting,
Good pace
the
here.
left fielder.
But up against
Yes, sir.
Ed Club. He's 0 for 1, and he's starting to look a little bit tense. And that'll work out for the Beewolves. He's still a great contact hitter, though. Still a dangerous hitter, so Deshaun Levan doesn't want to get too sloppy with him. Ooh, that 2-finger misses just on the outside corner to Club, and 1-0 the count. Second pitch arcs in there for strike. We're 1 apiece, and now Club is released for swinging anything he likes. Standing straight up in the right-hand batter's box with the bat above his head, twirling in circles. Third pitch to Club misses. Loaded side, 2-1 the count with 2 outs. Sean Levan is locked in, Pete, but he misses on that one again. Ball 3, 3-1 to Club. Plays at first base. Flings it, pops that one up in the right field deep. Billy Boyd going back, but then he comes up a little, waving him off short of the warning track for the 3rd out.
All right. As we head into the bottom of the 3rd, Deshaun Levan's first at bat. Gina Torrance 0 for 1. Hanley Dexter is 0 for 1. Castillo with 24 pitches, 1 walk and 2 hits. Frontrunners no runs on 1 hit. Beewolves 2 runs on 2 hits. Levan's locked in and fit. Pitching. First at bat here in the postseason, so take a look. There's a shot right up the middle into center field for a clean single. And Levan getting things going early.
Now batting,
Castillo threw that one right down the pipe. Gina
Hey.
Torrance comes up 0 for 1 on the day, but great contact starting off for the Beewolves. Hits that one hard. Oh, just over the head. Oh, foul ball. Oops. Oh, no. Oh, I was still holding the button from the advance. Doggone. And the runner's tagged out at first. Deshaun Levan. I didn't know how that was foul. I totally messed up on that. And then we got 1 out, 2 strikes to Gina Torrance. Bottom of the 3rd.
Ah!
Reached out with strikeouts.
now batting,
Ay.
Yep.
Doggone it.
Hanley Dexter is the shortstop, neutral and fit. Tough out and a utility player. Hitting .312 on the postseason. Takes the first one for a ball. Ball 1. That's in there for called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs. There's a smash to the second baseman, Hennemes, who plucks it out of the air for the 3rd out. And we're heading into the top of the 4th. Beewolves 2, Frontrunners nothing. Pitt Jeterson 0 for 1. Jonas Trickster 1 for 1 with a triple. And Trim Leonard 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Levan's at 37 pitches
now batting,
with
the
1
third
strikeout.
baseman, number 39.
Jeterson 0 for 1 today, hitting 111 in the postseason. Levan looks in, delivers. There's a smash to... Oh, and just over the left field wall for a home run. Pitt Jeterson has gone 373 feet, and that's his 3rd RBI of the playoffs.
Now batting,
And his
the
2nd home
right
run of
fielder,
these playoffs.
number
Jonas
39.
Trickster, the right fielder's neutral and fit. He's got good power versus left-handed pitching. 1 for 1. Hit that triple earlier in the game. That one's outside. Ball
They
1.
anticipated the last 2 pitches.
Allen's low. Ball 2. Levan with a big sneeze. 2 balls, no strikes, no outs with nobody on. That's out to right field. LeBoink is under it, makes the catch for the
Now
first
batting,
out.
The first baseman,
Trim Leonard,
number 19.
number 19, Trim Leonard, the first baseman. Hitting 400 in these here playoffs. First pitch is outside, ball 1. Levon with 3 1/3 with giving up 2 hits, an earned run, and 1 strikeout. That one's in there for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Leonard, who's neutral and fit. That one's inside, ball 2. Leonard is a utility player. That's inside, ball 3. 3 balls and a strike to Trim Leonard, the dangerous Trim Leonard, hitting 400. That one's fouled off, and the count has gone full. 3 balls, 2 strikes with an out in the top of the 4th. There's a shot, and Bertha Banks gets up with it, makes the throw, and gets Trim Leonard, which is amazing because there was so much lag right there. I couldn't see anything. Miles Hart,
What a
the
diving
shortstop, favors the low pitch is tense but fit. Hart hitting a 111 in the postseason. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. That one's a little high. Ball 1. Count is evened up at 1. 1-1. That's fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Levon has just moved into the driver's seat. Makes the pitch. And there's Gina Torrance. She's not going to be able to dive and make that catch. But Magic Moore gets it in quick. So a man standing at first base with 2 outs, and Hannah Mess, who's tense but fit. She's 0 for 1 today. She's hitting .333, made the play to end the Beewolf half of the last inning. That's in there for a called strike. Strike 1, lots of speed over at first base. Throw over, and he's able to get back in time. No balls, 1 strike with 2 outs to Hannah Mess, the second baseman. That's it. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a roller to Torrance. She will pick it up, make the throw to Laura Franco, her buddy, and that'll retire the sides. So the front runners pick up 1. It's Beewolves 2, front runners 1. Buster Biggs 0 for 1. Laura Franco with a walk, and Billy LeBoink 1 for 1. Castillo's up to 32 pitches, giving up a strikeout, a walk, and a hit. Come on, Buster Biggs. The left fielder's 0 for 1, hitting .286 in these here playoffs.
He is. He's got great power, great contact. Had a great regular season. That's driven hard into left field. Club stops it, throws it into second to hold him up for a nice single. Way to start it.
Yes, sir. Laura Franco, the first baseman, took a walk her first time up. She's neutral and fit.
There goes the runner. He's going to be thrown out. Oh, he's safe. Yay! Way to go, Buster Biggs.
Buster Biggs is stolen second. That one's inside. 2 quick balls to Laura Franco. 2-0. That's it. High. Ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes to Laura Franco. And that's low. Ball 4. Laura Franco with 2 walks so far today. Runners at first and second with no outs. And Billy LeBoink.
Billy LeBoink is 1 for 1. Likes that high pitch. He got that high pitch in the first pitch last time. The pressure comes up here. First one misses again, and Ryan Castillo is struggling. Closing in on 40 pitches. He makes that one, but LeBoink swings way early. Knocks that one hard down the left side. Gets that one back up the mound, but a diving stop by Mess, who's going to throw to first for that first out, but runners advance to second and third.
All right, lots of lag tonight. Magic Moore, the center fielder's neutral fit. 1 for 1 with a double and an RBI. Runners at second and third with 1 out. Magic Moore pops that one up. Oh, no, that's going to drop.
Everybody bring it back.
No.
Oh, no.
Dag nabbit.
Oh, there's going to be more than 1 out. Oh.
All right, there's a little confusion on the base pass. It looked like that might have gotten caught, and the runners were heading back to the base, but then when it looked like it was going to drop, they tried to take off again, and
there
dog
it is.
nabbit. That's, dag nabbit.
Oh.
Yep. Okay. Coming up.
Mistakes by the Mules today.
Yeah, and then you get flustered and you swing at the. Yeah. Okay, top of the 5th. 2-1 Beewolves. Guillermo Todd, Lucio Cortez, and Ryan Castillo all 0 for the day.
The catcher, number 51.
Beewolves going to pin it down here. Guillermo Todd comes up 286 to the playoffs, like you said. He's not a super dangerous hitter. The infield's going to go the corners in for Todd. That one's popped up behind the plate, but it's going to drift foul. 0-2 quickly. Guillermo Todd. Deshaun Levon getting ready to throw pitch number 57. Little roller to Dexter's, who's going to pick it up barehanded, throw it to first. 1 down.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Lucio
number
Cortez is
31.
up at 143. He's 0 for 1 today. Top of the 5th inning, and we're hoping Deshaun Levant can make it through 6. About halfway through he's starting to lose gas. Pitch 58 misses outside. 1-0 the count to Lucio Cortez. Second pitch arcs in. It's hit hard into the gap, and that's going to be a multi-bagger. Buster Biggs running back, gets the ball and throws it to second, and he's going to hold up at second. Ooh, with a stand-up double.
Now batting, the pitcher, number 35.
And now here comes Ryan Castillo 0 for 1 for the day. He's got good speed if he gets on base, but he's got a fair amount of speed at second base. The pressure comes up here now as the front runners are looking to tie this game up. He flashes bunt, pulls back, strike 1. 0-1 the count. He's trying to advance that runner. He pulls back on that bunt again, and we're even at 1 apiece. Sean Levant throwing a 62nd pitch. That's bunt up, caught by Peck, who throws the second, but he makes it back. 2 down. Up comes Ed Clubb, 0 for 2, but he's visually tense, holding the bat a little bit tight. He's just 1 more out to get out of the side without another run. And Sean Levant looks for the right pitch. Check swing, makes it in. Strike 1. Nice breaking pitch. Ed Clubb, he's out ahead of him in the driver's seat. Misses low and inside on that flip finger. 1 apiece.
Oh, come on.
Drifts high. He misses that one as well. Check swing. Ball 2. Ed Clubb, who's ahead 2-1. That one makes the inside corner. Strike 2 or not out of a 2-2-2. Ooh. Looking for strike number 3. Pitch 67.
Oh, come on.
Hard. Henley Dexter's jumps out. The run's going to come in. He's throwing for home, but is not going to make it. And it's in there. The game is tied up, Pete. And it's a double by Ed Clubb. And it's locked up at 2 apiece. And up comes Pitt Jeterson, who's 1 for 2 with that home run. The pressure's way up here. Now the front runner is looking to take the lead. Ooh, up by the hands. Jeterson misses ball 1. 1-0 the count. Pitch number 69 makes it there for a strike. He's coming up on the 70th pitch for strike 2, 1-2. He just needs 1 more. Just needs 1 more. Ooh, a little changeup. Hits it foul on the third baseline. Still 1-2 the count. Pops that one up in the right field. Billy LeBlanc ranging over for it at the warning track, waving him up. Ends the side.
All right, but they get 1 back, tie the game up. It's front runners 2 runs on 5 hits. Beewolves 2 runs on 5 hits. Bertha Banks 0 for 1. Deshaun Levant 1 for 1. And Gina Torrance 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Castillo's at 42 pitches, a strikeout, 2 walks, and 5 hits. His ERA is at 4.5. Bertha Banks, the third baseman's neutral and fit. 0 for 1 today, but she's hitting 300 in the playoffs. Whew, got all that out. First pitch is inside, ball 1. 1-0. Oh, she's out in front of that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one's outside. Castillo seems to be struggling with his control there and walked Bertha Banks on 5 pitches. So there's a runner at first with no outs to start this inning.
Smart base running now. The Beewolves can't make any more mistakes. Levant is 1 for 1. And they hopefully go 2 for 2. First pitch is in for strike. Castillo's still throwing 96 miles an hour. Hits that one roller, but it's going to be picked up by Hart to second, toss first, and he gets the double play. 2 down.
Gina Torrance, the second baseman, neutral and fit. 0 for 2 today, but she's hitting 267 in the playoffs with a home run and 2 RBIs. That's popped up into center field. And Cortez catches it on the run for the 3rd out. So 1, 2, 3 in the Beewolf half of the 5th inning. We're heading into the top of the 6th, tied up 2-2. Jonas Trickster 1 for 2 with a triple. Trim Leonard 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And Miles Hart 1 for 2. Levant's at 72 pitches with a strikeout. How is he up at 72 and Castillo is only up at like in the 40s?
I don't even know.
We're only through 5 innings.
Yeah.
He's given up 5 hits, 2 earned runs, and a strikeout. He's at 73 pitches. Count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike in the top of the 6th. That's in there for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jonas Trickster. That one's outside. 2-2. Levant looks in, delivers, and there's a roller to Franco.
Yes.
Picks it up, and no! Deshaun Levon can't handle the flip. He drops the ball, and Trickster is safe at first. So runner at first base with nobody out, and Trim Leonard throw over, and Trickster's able to get back. Levon is now tense and fit, and his junk seems to be taking a little bit of a hit. First pitch is in there for called strike. Over to first, keeping the runner close. No balls, 1 strike to Trim Leonard. Levon looks in, delivers. That one's fouled off. No balls, 2 strikes. And Levon is in the driver's seat here. I don't know why it held up. I pressed the button and released. But the runner from first was able to steal second, so...
Yes, first. Nice diving grab. Hit down the base line to Bertha Banks, who dove and made the catch.
1 out. Runner would had to stay at second base. And Levon's really starting to show some wear. 1 out in the top of the 6th. Score is tied 2-2. There's a runner. Safe. Just was able to outrun a infield single. Runners at first and third with 1 out, and the pressure is way up on Deshaun Levon. That one's outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Throw over to first, and the runner is back. 1 ball, no strikes with 1 out. Runners at first and third. That's in there for a called strike. Deshaun Levon's up at 84 pitches. That's in there for a called second strike, and Levon is in the driver's seat. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. That one's low. The count has gone even, 2-2. That one's high, 3-2. Full count to Hannah Mess, the second baseman. Fouls that one off, and she will get another pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. And that one shot out into right field. And that's way gone. And it's a 3-run home run for Hannah Mess. 375 feet into the right field bleachers. That's her first home run and 4th RBI of the playoffs.
Now batting the catcher.
And the front runners have broken this one open. They've gone up 5-2 here in the top of the 6th. And I think that's going to be the end of Deshaun Levon's day. He went 5 1/3, gave up 7 hits, 4 earned runs, had a strikeout.
Well, they really needed him to go 6 innings.
He's going to take a seat. And Tats Belfour, the relief pitcher, will come in. He's got a 0 ERA, a .5 whip, and he's got 1 strikeout. He's neutral and fit. He's got a little bit less than average velocity, about average junk, and a little bit less than average accuracy. He's fully rested. He's known around the league to be walk-prone. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and a curveball. And he's facing Guillermo Todd, the catcher, who takes the first pitch for a called strike. Strike 1. There's a roller to Bertha. Oh, Bertha. I'm getting lag. I'm getting lag.
Oh.
Dang, damn it. So I got lag, and Bertha missed it, and then Dexter's missed it, and it rolled out in the center left field, and he missed it. It was just a comedy of errors.
We're falling apart.
Yeah, this is a very laggy game today. There's a roller to Dexter's. He'll pick it up, flip it to second, over to first, and they will not get that first runner. He is way too fast. But they get the lead runner, so there's 2 outs with a runner at first, and Ryan Castillo, the starting pitcher, steps in. He's 0 for 2 today. Belfour puts that one in there for a called strike. Strike 1. There's a slow roller foul along the first base line, and Castillo is in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes. That's foul tip at home plate. Swing and a miss, and Castillo goes down on strikes. But the damage is done. Front runners put 3 on the board. They go up 5 runs on 8 hits. Beewolves 2 runs on 5 hits with an error. Hanley Dexter is 0 for 2. Buster Biggs 1 for 2. And Franco 2 walks. Castillo's at 50 pitches with a strikeout.
The Beewolves got to put something together here.
Stairs is...
Stairs looking tense as usual.
Ah, Pete.
Little looper, and he's going to make it back. I can't believe Leonard goes back halfway into right field. That ball is like filled with helium.
Yep. And it's that thing again where they're coming right down the middle, but you're not hitting them well. You're just flying out. You got to wait. That one's high. Ball 1 to Buster Biggs, the left fielder. 1 ball, no strikes. Oh, he just catches the top edge of the strike zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a hard shot to Hart, the shortstop, who picks it up, makes the throw to Leonard for the second out.
1-2. And here come Laura Franco's got 2 walks. They haven't pitched to her yet. So it'll be interesting to see if she can actually hit. The Beewolves really need the offense now, down by 3 runs at the bottom of the 6th. First 2 pitches are balls. That one skips off the plate. Laura Franco swings it a day early on a nice changeup by Ryan Castillo. She hits that one hard down the left line, foul ball. We're at 2-2-2 for Laura Franco. And that makes an inside corner strikeout. The 4th strikeout in 3 games.
Top of the 7th, Frontrunners still holding that lead, 5-2. Ed Clubb 1 for 3 with a double. Pitt Juderson 1 for 3 with a home run, and Jonas Trickster 1 for 3 with a triple.
Now batting the left fielder, number 15.
Ed Clubb got that double and an RBI. So great contact hitter. He's no longer tense. Swings at a bad low pitch, gets a foul and 1 the count. That one whistles inside, just misses. We're even at 1 apiece. Belfour has a scratch, itches, gets a signal from Peck. Nods, winds up, shoots it. Again, that breaking pitch he gets a piece of, rolls it foul, 1-2 the count. Whistles that one inside corner, nice strikeout. Club, can't believe it.
Now batting the third baseman.
Pitt Juderson comes up 1 for 3. He's got that home run earlier in the game, with the first home run for the Frontrunners. Good solid hitter. And Belfour plays the inside corner, misses it, 1-0 the count. Juderson, that one he hits foul into his own dugout. And we're even up at 1 apiece. In the top of the 7th inning, 5-2. Hits that one back to the mound. Belfour picks it up, throws it to first, 2 down. Good pace.
The right fielder,
Jonas Trickster comes up 1 for 3 with a triple. Power against left-handers. He's facing Belfour as a right-hander. Belfour wants to get out of this one quickly. Arcing pitch misses inside, ball 1. He's thrown 15 pitches. He's a relieving pitcher, so he's got to go deep. He's hoping to pitch aggressively with these guys. There's a little roller to Franco. Is going to pick that up on her way to the bag and end this up.
Okay, let's get something going here now, Beewolves. Billy LeBoink 1 for 2, Magic Moore 2 for 2 with 2 doubles, and Eliza Peck 0 for 1. Castillo's at 59 pitches, 2 strikeouts, 3 walks, 5 hits. His ERA's at 3. Come on, Billy. 1 for 2 with a single. He favors the high pitch. He's neutral and fit, playing right field today for the Beewolves. As always, he's a stalwart out there. That one's high, ball 1. That one's fouled off into the dugout along the first baseline. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one's way out there. 2 balls and a strike. That's a smash. That's going, the third baseman dove for it, but was unable to corral it. So Billy LeBoink is safe at first with no outs.
And up comes Magic Moore. Here's a good sight. 2 for 2 with double. He's hitting 400 in the playoffs. He's got 2 long balls. That one's up high. Good patience. 1-0 the count to Magic Moore. With Billy LeBoink at first base. No outs in the bottom of the 7th. That one makes it in there. He tips it off left third baseline foul. Crushes that one liner, but it's going to straight into Roberto Cortez in center field. LeBoink has to come back to first. 1 out.
Yep, and in steps Eliza Peck. She's locked in and well 0 for 1 today with an RBI, hitting .462 in the playoffs. She's catching for the Beewolves. Not a lot of speed in LeBoink over there at first base. That's in there for called strike. Strike 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. And Peck is in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes. With a 1 out. That one's popped up. That's going to drop into left field. Club makes it a bad throw, but Hart is able to corral it. Runners at first and second with 1 out. LeBoink not very fast, so it's going to be a little bit of a slow go.
Way to turn things around there, Peck. Bertha Banks comes up at 300 in the playoffs. That one misses outside. Good patience, but Bertha Banks want to know the count. Only 1 out with runners at first and second. The pressure comes up. She hits a hard liner, but again, another one straight into the glove of Cortez in center field.
Tats Balfour, the relief pitcher, neutral and fit.
Tats Balfour.
Walk prone. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. Castillo's up to 71 pitches. That shot, and Hannah Mess makes the hop for the 3rd out. So we're heading into the top of the 8th. Front runners holding on to that 5-2 lead. Trim Leonard 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Miles Hart 2 for 3, and Hannah Mess 1 for 3 with a home run. Balfour's thrown 16 pitches with 2 strikeouts, giving up 1 hit.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Trim Leonard, the first baseman's 0 for 3 today, hitting .333 in the playoffs with 1 RBI. And the Beewolves are running out of time here. That's inside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. That's in there for the called strike. Evens the count up at 1-1. There's a roller to Dexteris who will pick it up, make the throw to first to get Trim Leonard, who goes 0 for 4 today. Miles Hart, the shortstop, neutral and fit. Favors the low pitch. He's 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Balfour's at, that's in there for called strike. Strike 1. That's in there for called second strike. And Miles Hart finds himself in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes with 1 out in the top of the 8th. There's a roller, and Torrens is going to get there, pick it up, make the throw, but not in time. A second baseman who can't throw faster than the guy who can run from home. That's ridiculous. So Gina Torrens picks up the ball, makes the play, but she can't get the ball to first base before there's a shot. That's going to go into left field. Buster Biggs picks it up, makes the throw into the cutoff quickly. And we got runners at first and second with 1 out. And Guillermo Todd, the catcher, who's neutral and well, steps in. He's 1 for 3 with a single. Pressure is up on Tats Balfour now. That one's low, ball 1. Balfour up to 24 pitches now. The throw back to second base. A little bit of an errant throw by Balfour. But Dexter's was able to corral it. 1 ball, no strikes. That's in there for called strike. 1-1 with 1 out in the top of the 8th. There's a roller, and oh no.
Yes.
Should have been a double play, but Dexter's had to lay out to get that one. He came up throwing the first for the 2nd out and was able to get it. He, again, these front runners are really fast on the blaze pass. So 2 outs. And Lucio Cortez, the center field, steps in, takes the first pitch for a strike. There's a roller to Dexteris who will pick it up and make the long throw to first and get Cortez for the 3rd out. So no damage done. Front runners still holding on to that 3-run lead, 5-2. Gina Torrens, Hanley Dexteris, and Buster Biggs all going to face off against Castillo in the bottom of the 8th. Torrens 0 for 3. Dexteris 0 for 3. Torrens is now tense but fit, hitting 0 for 3 today.
Yeah, probably should have brought in Freddie Knox.
Oh, Pete.
Pops that one up, and she's 0 for 4.
Yeah, she's going to, yes. Hanley Dexteris, the shortstop, tense and fit. Everybody's tense now on the Beewolves. He's 0 for 3 today. Both Torrens and Dexteris, both tense. First pitch is in there for called strike. Strike 1. Castillo's up to 74 pitches. That one's fouled off. Dexteris is quickly in the hold. No balls, 2 strikes. He's a tough out, though. That one's inside. Ball 1. There's a roller. That's going to... Oh, and Mess lays out, corrals it, and throws Dexteris out at first. So there's 2 outs now with Buster Biggs stepping into the batter's box.
All of a sudden, these front runners look like the best team in the league. Buster Biggs 1 for 3 in the day. Hits that one hard, but it's a liner to Cortez. That's like
that's the 3rd time I've hit that same freaking thing. I've hit it 5 times now. Coming up in the top of the 9th, Ryan Castillo 0 for 3. Ed Club 1 for 4 with a double. Pitch Peterson 1 for 4 with a home run. Balfour at 28 pitches, 2 strikeouts, giving up 3 hits.
Boy, the Beewolves are close to dropping their first game of the series for a 2nd time in a row. The locked in Ryan Castillo comes in, and the infield's going to stay where they are. First pitch is in for a strike. Infield's going to come in halfway for Ryan Castillo. Swinging him a strike 2. The outfield's going to come in for Ryan Castillo. Tats Balfour's throwing 30 pitches, 31. Curveball, 3-pitch strikeout there. That's a good starting good starting pace there. He's facing Ed Clubb now, who's still tense, 1 for 4. He had a double RBI earlier in the game. Still a good contact hitter. Belfour's hoping to put him away here fairly quick. Top of the ninth inning, it's a 5-2 front runners lead. Check swing outside corner, makes it in strike one. Ed Clubb. Oh, and this is low. Clubb doesn't go for it. One apiece. The front runners looking to take their first game of the series here in Phoenix. Pops that one behind the plate. It's going to drift back over the Beewolves dugout. A first baseline foul. That one's popped up in the center field. Magic Moore is waving him off. He's getting it, and he's going to make the grab for that second out. One more to go.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 39.
Pitchy Peterson's 1 for 4 with a home run early in the game. Hasn't done anything since. Belfort throws pitch number 36 inside corner, strike one. Peterson's probably going to go at the next one. So to pitch number 37. Anticipated it. Curved ball makes it in the lower edge. Check no swing strike. Anticipates that one. He seems to know everything Belfort's throw. 1-2 the count to Cheerson. That one's curveball hit to left field. This time Buster Biggs is going to get it at the warning track for the third out. We got 1/2 of an inning left, Pete.
Yes, sir. Alora Franco 0 for 2 with 2 walks and a strikeout. Billy LeBoy 2 for 3, and Magic Moore 2 for 3 with 2 doubles. Castillo's at 78 pitches, 2 strikeouts, 3 walks, and 7 hits. His ERA is at 2.25. If we're going to get, we should be able to get to this guy. We got the right people.
Yeah.
Alora Franco 0 for 1 with 2 walks, but she's hitting 182 in the playoffs. Castillo's locked in and fit, though. That one's low, ball 1. That one's low as well, ball 2. That's in there for a called strike. 2 balls and a strike. There's a roller, and third baseman Pitt Jeterson picks it up, makes the throw, and Alora Franco is out. And her mojo took a shot, so she may be tense now, too. That's the thing, is we're going to start the second game. It's not going to look good.
Billy LeBoy comes in at 4 in the playoffs. Takes first pitch right in there for a strike. 0-1 the count to LeBoy. Second pitch hits it hard, but straight to heart. 2 outs, 1 to go, Pete.
Yeah, this is, wow. Magic Moore, the center fielder, neutral and fit. 2 for 3 with 2 doubles and an RBI. And Castillo is going to get a complete game here in the conference finals after throwing 85 pitches. Count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs. That's in there for a second strike, and Castillo's out front. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a foul ball. Moore will get another pitch here. Allen's outside. Evens the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that's, and it's brought down by the pitcher Castillo, but Magic Moore's will be able to outrun it, and so we have a base runner.
All right, it's not over. It's not over yet. Eliza Peck's 1 for 2 with a single RBI. She's locked in. She's got a fast runner at second base. First pitch, she hits a little liner down the first baseline, foul, 0-1 the count. Second pitch, there goes Magic Moore. It's off the ground. The throw to second. He's safe. He's in scoring position now. 1-1 the count to Eliza Peck. Ooh, hits that one down the third baseline. They're 1 strike away from ending this game. Way outside, ball 2. They thought he was going to steal third, I think. Dio's almost thrown 100 pitches. Hits that one hard, but it's a liner to mess at second to first, and 3
That's
outs.
the game.
Game over.
God bless.
Beewolves lose 5 unanswered runs by the front runners. Beewolves jumped out to a lead and quickly gave it right back. 2 runs in the bottom of the second, and then the front runners put 1 up in the 4th, 1 up in the 5th, 3 up in the 6th. There was a couple defensive mistakes by the Beewolves early on. They get an error. They only get 8 hits. They give up 10 hits. The front runners started off looking pretty weak, but all of a sudden they turned it on in the 4th inning. And so far they're perfect in the postseason. They haven't lost a game yet.
Yep.
Ed Clubb goes 1 for 5 with an RBI. Jeez, the only one, the real dangerous hitter, Miles Hart, goes 3 for 4, gets a run. Mess goes 2 for 4, gets a home run, the 3-run home run. That was really what put it away. It was a bad pitch by Levon, who tried to put it elsewhere. I think it went like right in the middle on the top. Gina Torrens 0 for 4, Hanley Dexter is 0 for 4, Buster Biggs only 1 for 4. Just not the game the Beewolves needed tonight.
Nope. It's not. Yeah, that's not how you want to. That's not how you want to start this. I mean, there's there's only 5 people on our team that got a hit.
Yeah.
You know,
Castillo-
and
they were hitting
only 2 of them
early
had
on.
multi hits.
Yeah.
Biggs had one for
Castillo-
4. Go ahead.
No. Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to say Castillo gets the win. He throws 9 innings, gets only 8 hits in 9 innings. 2 earned runs, 3 balls, 2 strikeouts. He didn't look great, but he ended up with a 2.0 ERA, and he's 1-0 in the postseason.
Yep, and then over there for the Beewolves, Deshaun Levant takes the loss. He went 5 1/3, gave up 7 hits, 4 earned runs. He had 1 strikeout, gave up 2 home runs. He leaves with an ERA of 6.75, and his record in the postseason is 0-1-0. Tats Belfour came in and put in 3 2/3 innings work. He gave up 3 hits, had 3 strikeouts, and he leaves with no ERA and still no record in the postseason. So 3 stars of the game. First star going is for the Frontrunners. Hannah Mess, the second baseman. She went 2 for 4 with a home run, 3 RBIs, and she scored a run herself.
Second star of the game is the B-ranked center fielder, number 27, Magic Moore. He had a good game today, 3 for 4. He had a solid production for the Beewolves. He gets 2 doubles, an RBI, and a stolen base. It was a good day for Magic Moore, at least.
Yes, he did. And then the third star, of course, starting pitcher Ryan Castillo for the Frontrunners. He pitched the full game. We got again the Beewolves with the most called games against them, and that doesn't stop in the playoffs, I guess. He went 9 innings, gave up 8 hits, 2 earned runs, and 3 walks. Tommy G, 6 hits, 1 RBI, 1 stolen base, 1 strikeout with a 50% contribution. I had 2 hits. 2 hits, 1 RBI, 4 great catches, a stolen base, 3 strikeouts. I get a 50% contribution. 2 hits, though. Jesus.
4 great catches.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
and I'll tell you something. Watch this back because you're going to be amazed because I couldn't even see what the heck was going on. that was a guesstimation on almost all of those great catches.
Boy,
but
what?
I was just gonna say, but we fall in the first one. So
yeah, second time in a row, the Beewolves lose that first game, put themselves in a position where they face elimination. Now they gotta win 2 straight against a hot team. It's unlikely, but not impossible. I mean, I think they played a bad game tonight. They clean up those mistakes. Don't make those mistakes again. They got Hurley Bender on the mound next time. I think they could get this game out in Philly.
Yeah, I kind of felt this one was pretty laggy too. I think, I don't know. It's 6 of 1/2 dozen of the year. Made it sour grapes. It sounds like, but it did. It just seemed like it was kind of laggy, all night long. So, and we talked about that. When it happens, it throws your timing off, and you're just not playing well. So. Yeah, so we got our backs against the wall. We it's not our first time. We had the same thing against the Jacks. The hardest thing is going to be going into their building and taking one and then forcing it back home. So that's the thing. It's all on the next game. We got to put it all out there, and we got to play to bring it back home one more time.
That's our mission. Yeah, we got to hand them their first loss of the playoffs. And not get swept.
Right.
Out of that second round. We were with the team last season that made it to the second round of the finals and got swept out. So
yeah.
We know what that's like. That leaves a bitter taste.
It does. It really, it's a really aggravating thing. So so that's it. I thought we did pretty good. I think we got to Castillo early and then somehow we got off of it. He was getting shaky. We were getting to him and then somewhere it turned, and all of a sudden we started getting 1, 2, 3 innings, started hitting the ball right at people. Again, but when I look at it, 2 hits, you're like, I know I didn't have a great game, but 2 hits, that's freaking ridiculous. Yeah, I know, that's freaking ridiculous. How the hell do I go a whole game with only 2 hits?
Let's rest on it. It's a long flight to Philly, so we'll turn things around and bring our A game like we did it before. Let's do it again, Pete.
That's all we can do, right? That's all we can do.
Until then, we will see you in Philadelphia. For now, this is Tommy G.
And this is PJ, and we're saying, get out of here.